When it comes to real estate, everything matters. Whether you're a realtor, homeowner, buyer, or seller, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title is here to inform, entertain, and inspire you. Host Bill Napick from Stewart Title will talk with guests about what really matters when it comes to owning, buying, and selling real estate. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title starts right now. Here's your host, Bill Napick.
Welcome to the show, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Wow, what a show we have for you today. Once again, we always go forth to entertain, inform, and even inspire, and have a little bit of fun along the way. Show number, I think, 244, 284 rather, but who's counting? Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title right here in the fourth largest city in the United States, Houston, Texas. We hear about people listening to this show all over the place, especially Pennsylvania. For some reason, one of our guests is from Pennsylvania today. So whether you are in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Houston, Texas, the Woodlands, Dana Point, California, one of my other favorite places, you're going to enjoy the show because here we go with some super guests. Our first guest is the Vice President of Operations at Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty. He is Paul Killian. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Bill.
Here we are. I was thinking about Pennsylvania because it's so hot here now. And I looked in our old state, it's about 60, 70 degrees. I like that. But
yeah, I actually just talked to my dad, and he said it's a beautiful weekend up there. Mid-70s, sunny, breezy.
great place for a second home.
Great place for a second home.
There you go. Martha Turner. People even in Pennsylvania know about your company and all over the world. Let's tell people you are based right here in Houston, Texas. Let's tell people the latest because we always want to know what's going on at your company.
Yeah, so specifically here in Houston, we have 6 brick and mortars. I think we try to do a really good job of covering all of Houston, all of greater Houston. So the clients that are coming in from out of state or out of town really get that full coverage that we're really looking for. The biggest news we have going on right now, which I'm incredibly excited about, is that our main headquarters are where the large majority of the support staff and the large majority of our agents are sitting, not too far from the Galleria area, is moving. And we're moving in a couple weeks. And what's interesting about this is this has been over a 2-year process. We toured probably 40 to 50 different buildings. And what was really crucial to us is that your brick and mortar can be really representative of your brand and your image and things like that.
So important.
Yeah. And so, it's not something we took lightly, and it was something that took a long time to do. Another example is our most recent office we opened was in Cyprus. Again, that was pretty close to a 2-year process because we wanted to make sure we were in the right spot. And in Cyprus, we're open on the boardwalk now, and we overlook the water and everything. And it's a beautiful location. And that's what we were trying to replicate here in town.
In fact, as you were saying that, I was thinking of when you and I talked about it on this show, when you were looking at Cyprus, the care that you took to make sure it's right. And it certainly is right. That is a beautiful area. In fact, we've done a show right there off the boardwalk, and we did a show with your team on the boat in Cyprus on Town Lake, right?
Yeah, we're always looking to do fun, different, creative things. And so we were able to do a radio show on a moving boat, which I think was pretty fun for me.
It was a lot of fun.
At least, yeah.
And people can go back to the archive, stewart.com/Houston, or the YouTube channel to check out that show and actually see the sights and us on the boat having a good time talking about real estate. What's better than that?
No, I mean, it's perfect. And now with the move, we're in the final stages. And so the construction's basically complete. We're bringing in all new furniture. It's light and airy. I'm glad we're talking about Cyprus. The Cyprus model, although much smaller, is the same image and feel that we're trying to bring over to our new office, which is close to 35,000 square feet. And so it's on a floor and a half of the new Amagi building. And another thing we looked at, too, was technology, right? I mean, we hear about technology all the time. And so as we were looking at different buildings, this building really struck out to us because it's an extremely technologically advanced building in their HVAC systems, in their conference rooms, and really in everything they do. And in talking to the leaders there, we could just hear the pride that they take in this building. And that, from a culture standpoint, really, really attracted us. And I'm really glad that we were able to, come together on an agreement and move in the next couple of weeks.
Well, it's interesting as we talk on this show about residential real estate. Certainly anybody buying a property of any sort probably has, at least in their mind, if not on a piece of paper, a checklist. Now, here we have Martha Turner, Sotheby's International Realty, on the search for a brand new office. I would have liked to seen that checklist because it had to have been massive to be just right. You have an idea what was on it, don't you, Paul?
Luckily, I do have a very good idea of what was on it, and it was very long. And just like everything, I think that's a perfect example, right? You know, whether you're buying a $200,000 house, $2 million, $20 million, you have your checklists. And there's no such thing as a perfect house. And that's we advise our clients all the time on that. And you have to have your checklist, but more importantly, you have to have your priority list. You know, and so you have your top 5 musts, for example, your top 3 musts. And when a client can effectively communicate that to a sales agent, the process usually goes a little bit better because it gives our agent, you know, a better understanding of helping the client. And we did a very similar process where, to your point, we had a checklist, but we had our priorities. And like I was saying before, this building met a lot of our priorities, both in terms of functionality and form, but also brand and image.
And I would also think that, like many people, a couple, a family, or an individual looking at a property, sometimes they may look at 3, 4, 5, maybe more properties, but when they get into that property, there's also the thing that's not on the checklist. And sometimes that's just the feel we get when we go into something. Hey, I think this is right. Mm-hmm. Did that happen?
It really did, you know, and so we're excited for that. We're incredibly excited about the build out. We have windows everywhere. It's very open. It has a lot of natural light in it. We have a few fun surprises for our employees and agents that we're kind of keeping quiet right now. So when they go in, it's just this whole experience, and the color palettes, you know, are brighter, and it just gives this feel of being outside. And I talked about Cypress before, and Cypress is on the water, and just that kind of natural element. There's been a lot of studies that tie that into productivity and just general excitement. And that's really what we're after.
Well, as people listen, and certainly me, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it when it happens. So when is the actual, when you're going to be open and have the move complete? Because you're going to move in stages, correctly?
We need to move in stages. Like I said before, it's a large building. We have a lot of agents and a large support staff that we're trying to bring over. So it'll be over a couple-week process in August. And then we're having our grand opening on September 10th, which we're incredibly excited about. And, that's when all the furniture will be in, all the TVs will be working, and at that point, we'll be able to really showcase what our vision has been for over the 2 years. And it's been a fun process. I got to play the role of interior designer and, and color palettes and things that I never thought I would get to experience, and we did. And at Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty, our management team, as you know, is very collaborative, and so we have a lot of discussions. And I think it's a great structure because it allows us to bounce ideas off each other. And when I might be going down one path, I start asking questions with the rest of the management team, and then we come to a general conclusion, which we think will be best for both the agents and the clients.
Indeed, incredible individuals bound at your company and management and everywhere else. Paul, what else should people know about what's going on at your company here as we are past the halfway mark of the year? I can't believe it.
So the year's been incredible. The first quarter was very, very strong in closings. We still see a ton of activity. What is a big driver, what we're seeing is the buyer pool is still pretty consistent. Where we're seeing different neighborhood by neighborhood is actually the inventory is what's driving urgency. So if there's a lot of inventory out there, the buyers have a lot to choose from. They might not necessarily have to go up to a higher price point to get what they want. There's more negotiating involved. It can be hard to keep a deal together when a buyer has a lot of opportunities. And so we've been really keen on that. We've been really focusing on pricing and really working with our sellers for them to exemplify what is really strong in their home that we can help sell to
And let's touch upon, as you mentioned, sellers. Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty. Big focus on international. One of the things when someone has the home listed at your company, they have that international exposure. Let's remind people a little bit about that, and that's probably even evolved to a greater degree.
Right. And that is the one piece of our brokerage, which I think really stands apart from a lot of other brokerages. We have this true international brand where you go to different countries, Italy, Japan, wherever, it's the same brand image. We have these standards. Portugal. Yeah, very good. So, we have a Sotheby's in Portugal, and you'll see in the advertising, it's all very consistent. And I think that that's crucial as opposed to some other maybe marketing networks or things like that. It's a true global brand. And I think that's one of the things that helps us stand out. And so, we have a strong relocation team here at Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty. And A lot of comments what we get is, we're coming from another country and we're familiar with the brand because we see it, and there's just that comfort level. Because when you're transitioning, from another country or from far, it's an incredibly stressful time period. So we try to use that to help calm some nerves and say, if you've had a good experience over there, you're going to have a good experience over here.
And Paul, let's tell people how they can reach out to your company.
Yeah, of course. So it's sotheby'shomes.com, and you can reach out to me at 713-558-1925.
One more time.
713-558-1925.
And I know people listening can't wait to see the new building, the new office.
I hope so, yep.
Paul Killian, Vice President, Martha Turner, Sotheby's International Realty. We're coming right back with even more. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Most people don't know that Stewart offers business, home, and auto insurance. In fact, Stewart Insurance and Risk Management has been doing that and more for over 10 years. And they partner with many leading insurance companies to offer great rates. They're a national insurance agency operating in all 50 states, delivering a broad range of insurance products. Whether you need a home insurance quote for a client's home closing or your own insurance needs, you can count on them. Call 866-845-4676. That's 866-845-4676. Stewart Insurance and Risk Management is here to help.
Here we go. The show continues now with Claudia Da Silva with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Anderson Properties. It's a mouthful. Welcome to the show, Claudia.
Thank you so much.
And speaking of Portugal, that is where you're from, right?
I am originally from Portugal, yes.
First of all, let's tell people, many people don't hear about Portugal. Let's give us a flavor of what it's like there and maybe paint a little bit of a picture.
Absolutely.
I think it's beautiful.
It is a beautiful, well, yeah, coming from me, of course, it's a gorgeous country. Lifestyle is quite affordable, actually. It's a Mediterranean country. You could say that is the first country in Europe or the last one, depending which direction you're coming from. So we are neighboring with Spain and the Atlantic Sea and the Mediterranean Sea.
And I've seen some of your Facebook pictures from around the world, but also some from Portugal, and
Yes.
It looks like the food's pretty good there, too.
The food is amazing. We have the coast everywhere, so a lot of seafood, a lot of fish there. Very healthy Mediterranean diet, actually.
That sounds good. Now that everyone's mentally been to Portugal, let's come back to Houston, where you practice real estate here in a magnificent way every day.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So we are located with Berkshire Hathaway, as you mentioned, Anderson Properties, and our office is in the Woodlands. However, we are spread throughout the town. We are in the Heights, Kingwood, Katy, Willis, but I mainly focus on the northeast part of town. So Woodlands, Spring, I love Conroe. I really like to share with people the area where I chose to live. So that's where I did my homework when I moved back to the U.S., and that's where I end up to share with people my love.
And we're hearing so much about the north, as you mentioned, Conroe, even Willis, the
Yes.
Woodlands. What's going on up there? What makes that such an attractive area as we expand in every direction here in Houston?
Absolutely. We have a lot of new construction, a lot of new employers coming in the area. I've listened to some of your previous shows. We have talked about that in this show before. There is a lot going on, especially in the Conroe area, Lake Conroe. I have this new development going on Lake Conroe Village, new construction. All the new homes are below 160. Brand new homes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Say
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
160?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So,
And
feel
where are
free.
they?
They are on Lake Conroe Village, so literally on the south side of Lake Conroe, about 5 miles out.
Now, is that a
of it.
condo?
Those are single residency.
My goodness.
Yes, you have to check them out. So new builder, new concept of construction, efficiency, not compromising the quality, but low maintenance. So we're not looking at big square footages, obviously, or big backyards. It's
Well,
a different concept.
And we're thinking about sometimes second homes. People that may live in the Loop or around the Loop or somewhere in the center and want a getaway place. That sounds like the price point for a getaway and even the environment.
The environment, getaway, investment, first-time home buyer. So as a first-time home buyer, homes qualify for USDA 0% down. So a lot of people start there, they build their equity, they move to something bigger, especially when they start growing their families, and then you have an investment property right there, or you can resell it. Then we have a lot of people that are looking to downsize, and the environment is great. Lake Conroe is around the corner. There's so much to offer, a lot of outdoor activities, great restaurants. The high school, Conroe High School, Conroe ISD right there. So there's a lot happening in that area alone.
And
105.
And that's not to mention, too, when you are in Conroe, Willis, the Woodlands, let's say you want to go to Dallas. Well, we just go north on 45, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's too easy.
And the traffic also coming in if you work in the Woodlands. It's doable. You're not far from the airport either. There's a lot of shopping around. So, and there is a lot of foreign, international that are investing in that area, that they are starting to buy in that area as well as a second home or just investment property.
Not to mention people that travel for their profession or travel for fun. They're not far from the international airport in any of the places we just mentioned.
Exactly. The Woodlands is literally around the corner. So you get to benefit from all of these amenities around the area as well.
And a great place to see the world from the hey, I'm gonna see if I can get a job, a side job that is helping the Woodlands. Not that they need help, but really it is a great stepping stone for someone to see the world, have a place to stay, travel for fun, and all those things. And I'm talking myself into buying some real estate.
That's exactly where we are coming from. As a matter of fact, we had an investment class yesterday, and that's where we were actually coming from, to talk about different ways of investing than what we are used to traditionally from flips, like having a brand new construction, having that second home, or having that income property where you don't have to keep putting money into it.
And Claudia, let's tell people, what was it about real estate that attracted you to be in this profession to begin with?
It's a long story, but to start with, my father was a builder. It was always in my life. First relationship.
Here in Houston or in Portugal?
Portugal.
So he was a builder in Portugal.
Yes, for a long time, many years. I grew up with blueprints in my table, like Dad and I looking at them. So it's a long relationship with real estate. And when we finally moved here, because we have moved abroad so many times. I've moved homes through continents, countries, because I'm from Portugal, but I actually come from Holland, the Netherlands. So when I came here the last time, I wanted to have a career that I could share with others the process that I've been through so many times, because I know it firsthand. I do work for a big relocation company, but I have relocated so many times.
So you know the experience and thus able to help people maybe in a better way.
It's like firsthand. And that's how I get to connect with my clients, so much that the majority of them, if not all, I can say right now, I'm blessed to say, that we become friends because we connect at a personal level, actually.
That sounds interesting. Now, as far as you hear this question, I'm sure when people first meet you somewhere, wherever, a party or whatever, they say, hey, Claudia, you're in real estate. How's the market? How do you answer that question? Let's say, be more specific. How's the market in the northern zones that we just talked about?
I always like to come from a standpoint of it depends, because it really depends what you're looking for. How is the market for buying, for selling, for renting? Are we investing? How is the market? What are your intentions? Because the market is different for different people or for different situations. So I would have to have a personal conversation, understand what your goals are in real estate. And it's also all about a little bit of education, sharing, and then we build upon that and I can have a better answer.
And if someone says, how's the market in terms of the area, again, the northern part of Houston, for those that might be listening in Pennsylvania, California, wherever else, when we're talking about the north, picture a pie or picture a place with several rings around it.
Yes.
And we're in one of the outer rings of Houston in the north part. How are homes selling? Let's say homes specifically 300 to 600 range in that northern zone right now.
Absolutely.
If you put your home on the market, is it selling quickly or what?
For that price range, anything over 400,000 probably
400.
between 60, 90 days. That's what they're selling for at the moment. But with the interest rates going lower at the moment, it's kind of flipping. So we're going a little bit faster on the marketplace. A lot of closings taking place in the area. A lot of new construction as well. So there is a lot of buyers into the area. Remember that the Woodlands has been around for a while. So there's a lot of resale, but around of the Woodlands, there is a lot of new construction. So there is a lot of people buying. And funny that you mentioned Pennsylvania. I have a lot of people moving from the northern states, moving here because we have the climate, we have the bigger homes, we have the lower taxes. We have a lot of employment. There are people actually considering retiring and investing here now from those states.
It's funny. In fact, my son, a guy that came from New Jersey to work in San Antonio. That's right. The world is coming to Houston,
You
Texas,
remember.
to the
Thank
area.
you.
No question about it. Before we close out the segment, Claudia, what else would you like people to know?
Feel free to find me on social media. Social media is
You're all over
big.
social media.
Yes, I love it. I find social media a great opportunity to connect with people, to use it for good, to be productive, to be light and share information. So look for Claudia Da Silva, DASILVA Realtor, Claudia Da Silva Realtor. I am really big on Instagram, over 10,000 followers, Facebook. So come and find me. I call it my online resume.
Indeed, it is. And the phone number is?
281-898-8337.
And if they see you on Facebook, they could see the beautiful red hair.
Just look for the red hair lady.
The red hair lady. Give her a call at 281-898-8337. Claudia Da Silva. Thank you, Claudia, for
Thank
being on the show.
you.
We're coming right back with even more. Stay with us, please. Welcome back, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I am still your host, Bill Nampick, and now Kiani Kamezi with MDK Realty. Kiani, welcome to the show.
You got it. Hi. Thank
How about
you.
that? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it is great to see you, and your company is called MDK Realty. Let's tell people about your company and also how you are approaching the real estate world.
Okay. Let's see. Where can I start?
Or I could say, how's the market? But go ahead. Either way.
The market is great, actually. I've been hearing people are complaining a little bit, but thank God on my side is better, and it looks good to me. Summer is usually way better than other months, so I'm doing good.
Now, I'll tell people this. You are located, at least where your home office is, you're in one of my favorite places in the world as far as location, and that is in the uptown Houston area.
Yes.
And for people listening outside of Houston, it's just a great place, center of the Houston universe, in my opinion. But you're in a great place to serve buyers and sellers, and also to see all the great things happening there in the uptown Houston area.
Exactly.
Pretty
I
exciting.
totally agree with you. Very exciting.
In fact, you bought my old house.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for leaving so I could buy it.
Well, that's a long story. But let me tell you, I remember moving into uptown Houston, and for people, the visual aspect is picture the Omni Hotel right there at 610 and Woodway. What an enjoyable place to live, and look at all the stuff you're close to.
I'm telling you, I just swam there
At the
last
Omni.
evening in the Omni pool. So we have the key, so I could just walk there. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
In fact, I also will tell people you're approaching that area of town, and this can be done almost anywhere, maybe the Heights. You have a little scooter that you ride around, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's a gas-powered scooter?
I don't take my clients with my scooter,
No,
but
right.
but I do have a scooter. I enjoy that neighborhood. I'm a property manager here and there sometimes too. So if I have to collect some rent stuff, I go with the scooter. And I hop on, hop off. So I do those kind of
So
stuff.
people can look out the window and see the yellow scooter and get their
Yes.
check out to hand it to you.
Yes.
Well, that's a good idea. So let's tell people, as far as your background, too, I think is interesting as an architect.
Yes.
So let's tell people your evolution into real estate from there.
The funny thing is, I remember when I was 12 years old, and my dad really wanted me to study AutoCAD. And since then, I fall in love with buildings, drawings. And then when I got to U.S., I was like, I have to become an architect. So I graduated from architectural school from U of H in 2008. And I worked for so many good companies like Burns & Mac, which is like top 16 companies to work for. And in one of the last company, I got laid off. I could not believe that I can cry for 24 hours.
How could they do that?
They laid me off, and I cried for 24 hours nonstop. And I felt like, oh my God, I got so used to my architectural job. And then all of a sudden, my husband was like, do you know what? You are really good at selling, because I used to do sales before architecture, and you love buildings. Why don't you go get the license? And a year after that, the company that laid me off asked me to go back. I'm like, heck no,
I'm
I'm
not
not
going
coming back. Yeah. So I love real estate. And actually, last month, I become a top producer agent in Houston.
Well, congratulations for
Thank
that.
you.
I would think, and let's tell people how, as far as the architecture experience to real estate, you probably look at homes maybe in a different way when you see the.
Yes, to be honest with you, I do. And the whole thing is, so many of other agents in my broker, they ask me like, how do I get all these clients? The whole thing is because I see the buildings different way. And when they say I don't like this, I can fix it for them. Or I can't fix it for them. I can make them to imagine how can they fix it. So I know what is bearing wall, if that you can remove this wall, if you can remove this plumbing, how old is this house, these are like so easy for me. Like they just come to me. So I can pass all those information to my clients and they would appreciate it.
In addition, you can probably tell them the difficulty or the
Yes.
ease of being able to make
Yes.
a given change as you look at the structure and the building.
Exactly.
Super awesome. So
Thank you.
let's tell people, I'm still picturing the yellow scooter. I want a scooter, and it may not be yellow, but the advantage of the yellow is people can see you, so that's a safety feature, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Super awesome. So let's tell people around the area that we're talking about, Uptown Houston, Omni Hotel, North Italia, the restaurant, by the way, they were on the show before they even
Yes.
opened many years ago.
Yeah.
It's a hot spot. Let's describe lifestyle there in real estate that's going on right there as you live there every day.
It's booming. Every day I see a new building. I see something going on. Prices are booming. And I've read in Yahoo News about Uptown Houston that in 10 years they're hoping that, or they're considering Houston Uptown is going to be as expensive as Manhattan. So that's crazy. Just hearing about it,
You
it
got a
makes
good
me
deal.
chill.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that myself years ago. That is such a promising area,
Very
and
promising.
they're doing so much there all the time.
And they're doing a metro right now around that area. And literally you can walk. I don't want to say that's the only area in Houston that you can walk to do everything, but it's one of the best areas that you can walk and enjoy scenery. I mean, you have bayou, you have parks, you have greenery, and it's full of like high rises. So
The
both
other thing,
worlds.
yeah, the high rises are there, but the interesting thing, the environment, and even for people, on a scooter, driving your car, walking dogs around that area. One of the nice things I used to enjoy is the high rises, the mid rises, blended in with residential real estate,
Exactly.
and also luxury real estate is all around you. It has a tremendous feel.
Exactly. I totally agree. There are like $1 million homes, then you see a townhome over like 3 millions. So people with different tastes, they can live there next to each other and enjoy that uptown environment.
Indeed. Let's tell people how they can reach out to you.
They can reach out to me through Instagram, email, or phone. Let me start.
Let's
giving
start with the
away
phone.
Phone
Yeah,
number 832-276-9935. Let me say it again. 832-276-9935. And my Instagram is Kiani Real Estate. Kiani is my first name. Real Estate, just no dash or nothing. in
And that's
between.
spelled Kiani.
You got it.
See that? Kiani Kamezi.
Yes.
It's that simple.
How
So,
simple.
before we close out the segment, Kiani, what else would you like people to know?
What else? Let me
Besides
see.
call you, of course.
Yes, call me. I know what I'm doing. I can help them out to. I do have so many investors. Like before I just come to this show, I had an investor that were planning to buy one of the Harvey
Properties, right,
properties, yeah, which was like horrible. But to my eyes, it's like, oh, gold. Do you know what I mean? So I can tell them what they can do. How much is it going to cost? I've been doing that flipping houses before too. So give me a call.
Everything.
I'm your girl.
You are their girl. Everything is an opportunity because that's how we should look at things, in my opinion. You are right.
Exactly.
Give her a call at 832-276-9935. Thank you, Kiani, for being on the show.
Thanks, Bill.
And we're coming right back. Stay with us. I'm getting on my scooter, but I'll be back in about 30 seconds. And welcome back. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Bill Napick, your host. And now, Jose is here. He is with Vin Homes. Jose, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's tell people, Vin Homes, right away we get the idea that you might even be a builder and a realtor at the same time. Let's tell people.
I am a home builder and a realtor at the same time. I'm Vin Homes. We established Vin Home in 2012 in Oklahoma, actually, and we moved here in 2015, and I've been building since then.
It's very interesting, too. Some of the homes, let's tell people about the projects that we were talking about before the show. You have some projects coming up that I think are incredibly priced, but also in super locations right here in Houston.
Yeah, we have two new developments that are really, really good. I'm really excited about it. The first one is past halfway. I think they're going to be ready for closing in August, at the end of August. They are both in Sawyer Heights. They are both across the street from each other. That's basically First Ward. The location is great. The views are fantastic. One of them, it's a development of 3 4-story units. They're 4 stories. They have amazing amenities and great features. They're all Energy Star, energy efficient, and they have all kinds of stuff. Like, they're really good.
Let's tell people, in case they don't know, when you say Sawyer Heights, that's kind of in the center of the city. Let's tell people where that is.
They're basically on. It's called First Ward. The location is First Ward, and the neighborhood. It's called Sawyer Heights, which is the cross streets are Washington and Sawyer.
They sound like a very desirable location.
It's very desirable. It's growing a lot. There is a lot of stuff going around. So I think that, it's a great location.
I have a feeling with interest rates as they are, and even if it sounds like buying the homes cash, they're going to go quick. What is the price range in these two projects?
The prices are close to $600, and I hope they go fast. They have really good. They're beautiful, and they have great amenities. The floor plans are great, are very comfortable, and desirable, actually. So yeah,
it really sounds like it. And who doesn't want new construction? Right?
Correct.
I think a lot of people are moving for that reason. Sometimes.
Yeah, they're new construction. They have, the warranty. The warranty program is great. They have the 1-year warranty with the builder and the 10-year warranty for the structure. So.
And in the two projects, let's identify them again by name and tell people the differences. From an architecture standpoint, each one is different, right?
Yeah, they're both
and
different.
They're both very, what I saw on the website is really nice.
Yeah, they're both different. The first one is, like I say, it's a development of 3 4-story units. The project is called Alessia. I named the projects after my nieces. So one of my niece, Alessia, that's the first one. And they're 4 stories. They're not townhomes. They're not attached. So they are single-family homes. They are, like I say, there are 4 stories. So the first floor you have the office with a full bathroom and the garage, 2-car garage, and then the second floor you have the living areas. The third floor you have the utility room, 2 suites, the master bedroom and another suite. And then the 4th floor, which I'm really excited about people to see, it's like a loft studio where where we're prepping for a kitchenette, and they have a really nice patio with an amazing view to downtown. And we have the patio opens to a garage door that the whole place, the inside and the outside of the floor, can be all open into one. So it's definitely a great entertainment, for entertaining.
And you named, as you said, the projects after your nieces. How old are they?
They're 8, both, actually.
And what did they say about getting it? That's pretty cool.
They were all like laughing, like, why are you naming this after me? But then they love it, and they just come by and look at it, and they're really excited.
And the gift that keeps on giving, the older they get, the more they'll talk about it. And then you've given them something that they're going to feel good about their whole life.
They're super sweet. I love them. And then the second project is actually across the street, but they are considered historic lots. So we have to design something historic. So there are going to be a couple of bungalows, 2 stories. They're with a garage on the back. They are going to be close to 2,000 square foot.
A porch?
They have a front porch and a back porch. One of them has a great backyard. So I think those 2 houses are going to be, people have been very interested in those already. So into looking into the floor plans and what we design and stuff like that. So I think they're gonna go really fast.
Yeah, I might get one of them, right?
Yeah,
if I act quick enough. And the term bungalow, what size is the home?
Those are gonna be close to 2,000 square foot.
Still, you get a lot of space.
Yeah, and they're gonna be 2-story. They're gonna be 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2.5 bath. Obviously, 1.5 bathroom on the first floor, and they're very comfortable and unique. So really excited about it.
So here you go. You have these 2 projects, and people can go to your website to find out more about them. Let's tell them the website.
My website is my name is Jose OCQUE.com. And you can see all the projects that we are doing. We also remodel. We started last year remodeling after Harvey, and we've done a few projects. And so you can see all the pictures. You know, we like to post it before and after on the remodels so people can actually see what we do. And then on the new construction side part, you know, we have all the renderings and the floor plans and stuff.
So after these 2 projects, what happens after this? Let's say, are you already looking at 2020?
We are looking into 2020. I seriously would love to stay in the same area where we are right now, because it's an area that is changing a lot, and it's really desirable because of location and because of everything that has around. There is so much construction and so much new, not just residential, but a lot of commercial shopping centers and all that kind of stuff going around. So besides being the location, it's just a great area to be in.
Give us an idea. To do what you do, certainly as a builder, it takes a lot of vision, you and your company. When did you first identify, say, these 2 properties that are right across from each other, but when did you first buy the land and then say, okay, here's what we're going to do on it now that we have it?
Well, when I moved to Houston back in 2015, I got my real estate license because I kind of wanted to get to know the city a little bit better. You know, I grew up in Oklahoma, so I was completely new here. And so I got my real estate license, and I joined Walker Realtors, where I'm still an agent with them. And that's how, you know, like, I was able to start researching areas where I wanted to start building. First, I started building in Pearland because it was a suburb, but still very close to the city. And I wanted to start building what I was very much used to build, like in Oklahoma I was building. So I built 2 houses there, and while I was building the 2 houses there, I started researching the city and the loop and where I wanted to be and stuff like that. So that's how I come up with the lots, the land. And so I was able to negotiate. And, you know, it's a struggle because sometimes for home builders, because it's really hard to find the land where you want it and for the price you want it and all that stuff. But I was able to secure those 2 pieces of land. So, yeah.
There you go. Let's tell people, Jose, how they can reach out to you and see more about the properties.
You can reach me at my website, like I say, Jose OCQUE.com. You can also call me anytime, 713-301-1136, or you can find me on social media, Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, all under my name.
All there, Jose OCQUE. Give them a call at 713-301-1136. Visions of bungalows and scooters. That's too awesome. They should have a scooter, too, when they get the bungalow.
They should.
Indeed. We're coming right back with even more. Stay with us, please. Here we go. Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Even more on this show. He is John Bramlett with Stewart Insurance. Always has a great word. John, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bill.
You're going to tell us about something upcoming that we kind of touched upon on a previous show, but it's going to be even better, more information. Let's tell people they're on the edge of their seat right now.
We're going to have our second cybersecurity show. The entire Real Estate Matters will focus on cybersecurity. If you would like to get a taste of what our first show is like, go to stewart.com/Houston and find the June 5th show.
That was a good one, too.
It was a great show. We had 2 fantastic guests. So our president, Tom Carpentier, was a co-host with Bill. And we had John Altick with JLA Realty. And we had Bob Taylor, who's the VP of Centralized Escrow Accounting for Stewart Title. And they both shared their perspectives on cybersecurity and what they do both internally and externally to try to prevent these heinous crimes.
Yeah, and our associate Bob with Stewart, when we talk about his title, let's expand that. He is responsible for all the escrow dollars, I think certainly in the United States, maybe beyond, but he has to have a watchful eye on all that money, which is a whole lot on any given day for
Absolutely.
Stewart Title, so he knows the ins and outs. So again, let's tell people, go to that show. It's just a few shows ago, maybe 3, 4, Stewart.com/Houston. Check it out. But also be prepared. Get the popcorn out for our second edition. We're going to have an FBI agent.
That is correct.
We're going to have Gennady Vishnevetsky with
That's
Stewart
correct.
Title, who is on top of all things cyber.
That's correct. So we've got 3 guests for the second show. So as you mentioned, we have Supervisory Special Agent Noel Agent, and yes, his last name is Agent, so he's Agent.
Wait a minute. Come on. No.
Yes.
Really?
Supervisory Special Agent Noel Agent.
You
So
just
he
can't
was
make it
born
up.
to be an FBI agent. So he's going to be our
Yeah,
guest.
that was a short interview. You're on the team. Let's go.
Yes. So he's going to be there to give a perspective not only from a 10,000-foot view, but also specifically around real estate. And he works a lot in the real estate area and talk a lot about why real estate organizations and brokers are so targeted. Tom
Wow.
talks a lot about the fact that on any given day, there's probably $1 trillion sitting in escrow accounts all across the U.S. So gives you a reason why these fraudsters are targeting the real estate industry. Then we are going to have Gennady Vishnevetsky, and Gennady is the Chief Information Technology Officer for Stewart Title. So he's going to give it from a broader perspective about what Stewart does, not only to protect itself, but also our clients to make sure that they're protected. And then the last aspect of it, we're going to look at it from insurance perspective. And we're going to have Will Elizondo. And Will is our VP of Operations and Program Sales at Stewart Insurance. So Will's going to talk about it from a real estate perspective and a broker perspective. What types of insurance should you consider having? So that's the show.
That's incredible. I can't wait. I'm going to even get to host it, I think.
You are.
That's incredible. And the idea of you're talking about these guests, we'll embellish this just a little bit. These are people at the top of their game that know what's going on from the FBI version, because this is happening all the time. And I would say people already know this, but the fraudsters, wherever they are, and they're in the United States, they're international, all they have to do is have, not all, but it's a big job to have that kind of knowledge, laptops, computers, and probably other little devices that they're able to try to figure out who's vulnerable, why, and then try to crack into that system and then have money wired to them at the peril of people just going through a real estate transaction.
Well, I think that's the beauty of the series. The first round, we took a look at it from an escrow perspective and then from a broker perspective. And in this round, more of a broader perspective from the real estate industry with Agent. And then Will's going to cover it from an insurance perspective and what insurance companies look for, as well as what a real estate broker ought to consider coverage for their business. And then we'll have, this idea from Gennady about, from a title company perspective, what do the title companies do to, both ensure their clients' revenue as well as the folks that they work with.
So for people listening, that show will be on, yes, I'm going to even talk about August. That will air on August 3rd, 2 times on August 3rd. So just go to the coordinates, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. It'll be on August 3rd and August 4th. I can't wait. Great information and also very helpful as well. John, what else do you have for us?
Well, Bill, we always wanted to talk about the CE classes that we have to offer. We're here for the real estate brokers. We're here to support them. So if there's a broker out there that would like to talk about not only their insurance, but also if they would like to provide some education for their agents, we're here to support them. So they can reach us a couple of ways. They can reach us at 866-798-2827 or stewartinsurance@stewart.com.
Phone number again is
866-798-2827.
Very nice. Thank you, John Bramlett. And right now, I always say, and I didn't say it yet on this show, stay close to your Stewart Title Business Development Officer, and we are close to one right now. She is Bree Nodal at Kirby Grove Business Development Officer. Bree, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Bill.
There's always so many things going on with each and every business development officer, but let's tell people you have some Christmas in July, so many things. Let's tell people about it.
Oh, Stewart Title Kirby. We're now at Levy Park at Kirby Grove. And as Paul was talking a while ago, it's just a light, beautiful, fun, festive place to close. We've been there now about 2 years, and our customers are enjoying it, and we're enjoying it. We close commercial, residential, and builder. So anyway, we're just having a great time with it. And with that said, we do offer quite a few CE classes. I have one coming up that I'm co-hosting with Vine Properties, Staging to Sell. It's a 3-hour CE course, and you actually get a designation in staging.
Wow.
And yes, it'll be quite interesting. Shelley Barndollar is certified now to be
Our
the
good
instructor.
friend Shelley's doing an incredible job.
Show Homes Houston, absolutely. And so the other thing that we're excited about is Christmas in July. It will be at the
Even
corporate
when it's this hot,
office.
Bree,
Oh,
we're going to still have Christmas in
We're
July?
going to make it fun, Bill.
Okay.
We're benefiting the Harris County Animal Humane Society. And last year we had 19 pets adopted. And this year we're hoping for more.
They were so cute, too. I wanted, if I didn't already have 2, and it seems like I have 6, but it's just 2, I wanted to take a few home with me. They were so nice. But it was also great to see these pets, the dogs and cats, go to great homes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you so much for having me on.
Also, let's tell people if they want a super closing, you mentioned Kirby Grove.
Yes.
It's a great place. Just like as we're talking about the new Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty. See how fast I said that? Office. It makes a difference when you go into a beautiful facility, look out the windows. It makes the people that work there happier, more productive, and the people, the clients that visit. And we have the A-plus team of closers. Sanford, the real deal. Sanford Real. She is incredible. Lauren. So many great people there to help people.
Reed, absolutely. And when it's overlooking Levy Park, it's just been a nice situation. Oh, you're going to have to help me out with that one.
So let's tell people how they can reach you, Bree.
You can reach me at 713-528-5007.
One more time.
713-528-5007.
Very nice. Thank you so much. And before we close the show, here is Paul Killian. Paul, let's hit upon one of those other things that you didn't get to mention. And Paul, will remind you, is with Martha Turner Sotheby's International Realty. Hey, Paul.
You know, as Claudia was talking, I really loved everything she had to say about social media.
Everything?
Well,
almost everything. Yeah, we loved it too.
No, but I think she's totally right. You know, and us as a company, probably a year ago, a little over a year ago, we were only posting maybe 2 to 3 times per week. And starting in January of 19, we've been posting 2 to 3 times a day. And so I think that's really important. Almost what everyone today was saying, you know, everyone was giving out their handles and everything on social media. And that's become a crucial piece of a real estate agent's profile in the internet world. And so the reason we have so much content online now is because it gives our agents some content for them to push out. And so we also have a deep relationship with the Chronicle, the Houston Chronicle, and they do a lot of, or we partner with them to do a lot of content production. And so the content is then pushed out through their distribution because they have hundreds of thousands of followers. And so it's just a way for us to get the brand out there, to get the knowledge out there. And we really try to focus on the local businesses in the communities, just like I think some of my other friends here today are doing.
And what I'm thinking about is Bree talked about Kirby Grove. That is an incredible place just to visit and to close your real estate transaction. And as you're listening, certainly your next transaction, wherever you are, whoever you are, you should close at Stewart Title. I'll say that, Paul. That's okay to say it, isn't it?
That's okay to say.
In fact, we have so many locations, not just here in Houston, but even beyond. We are an international company traded on the New York Stock Exchange as STC. Great locations, but that Kirby Grove is super awesome. So if you want to close your next real estate transaction, we would be honored to be stewards of your transaction. Paul, let's tell people how they can reach out to you and when the new office is open again.
Again, the new office we're going to start moving in August. It'll be open to the public late August, early September.
Super exciting.
Yep. And you can reach us anytime at sotheby'shomes.com or 713-558-1925.
There you go. I can't wait. And now she is back, Claudia Da Silva. Claudia, before we close the show, let's tell people how they can reach you.
They can connect with me on social media. Look for Claudia Da Silva, Dasilva, Realtor, Instagram, Facebook, or they can give me a call on 281 281-898-8337.
281-898-8337. Claudia Da Silva. It's great to see you again, Claudia. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
And now, on her scooter or not, Kiani. Hey, Kiani, welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
You know, before we close out the show, let's just have another word. What else would you like people to know? How can they reach you and post
I
Oak
would like
Life?
them to know that I'm Persian. I'm from Iran. I forgot to mention that.
How long have you been here?
17, 18 years. I went to high school here, and then I graduated from U of H, and I never went back home. I mean, I went back home just visit, but Houston is my home.
So Houston is probably, you're going to be here for a while, you think?
Yes, actually, I've been in Houston more than my motherland.
Oh, is that right?
Because I left Houston, I left Iran when I was 16, and I've been in Houston for almost 17, 18 years.
It's funny. I've been in Houston longer than my motherland, which was Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. But yeah, I've been here since 81 or something like that. Yeah, it's a long time. Let's tell people how they can reach you.
Phone 832-276-9935. 832-276-9935. And Instagram, Kiani Real Estate, Kiani Real Estate.
That's a great name, Kiani.
I know,
What does it mean?
I love my name. It means kingdom.
Interesting. You know Keanu Reeves? I think his name.
I don't know.
No, but you know the name.
Yeah.
But his name has a meaning, something about cool over the water, something like that. Look it up. And now he's back. Jose, okay. Welcome back, Jose. Before we close out, it's you and me, the end of the show.
Awesome.
What else should we know? Go to your website for sure.
Yeah, go to my website for sure, joseoque.com, O-C-Q-U-E, remember? And or you can always call me at 713-301-1136. I would love to give you a tour of my developments and show you more.
Well, you have exciting developments, and I can't wait. Even after they're sold and people are happily living there, I think you're going to have some exciting things coming up too, right?
Yes, we have really, really cool stuff coming up.
And your phone number again is?
713-301-1136.
And Jose, should people be sad that the show is ending at the time of broadcast?
Yes, they should be really sad.
No, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't be.
No, because you know why?
Why?
Because it never really ends. Because you can always go to Stewart.com
Awesome.
/Houston, right?
Yes.
Stewart.com /Houston. And Bree, one more time before we close out, let's tell people they want to close on the 15th floor of Stewart Title at Kirby Grove. If they're in that area, what should they do?
All they have to do is call me, 713-528-5007. And I'll even throw in my personal cell number, 713-249-2213.
One more time.
713-249-2213.
And thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Jose, Kiani, Claudia, Paul, Bree, John, everybody. That's right. Until next week, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I'm your host, Bill Nampick. Thank you for joining us. Again, go to Stewart.com. Check out that cybercrime show. Not only that, Stewart.com /Houston. Not only that, in addition to being able to hear the shows, our web people, webmasters, whatever they are, they lay out the menu that people that have been on the show in 2019. You could see each and every guest that's been on 2019. In addition, you could see what's going on by looking at that. You could see what's going on in the real estate market and even 2018. Stewart.com /Houston. We'll see you next week. Thank you for listening.